y'all, it's me Alex. Today I wanted to do a little get ready with me style video. I thought it would be a lot more chatty than I was, but you know, we might have some little mild conversation going on right now, but I wanted to do this look because I got inspired by the cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving because my family usually does a little, I think it's called a relish tray, where you have like cranberry sauce and olives and pickles and stuff like that, and this is just like the colors that was on the tray. Like, I'm also just hungry, but I was inspired by the colors, and I also thought this would be really cute and kind of festive, but also like a nice twist on your traditional holiday makeup by doing eyes that are like red-ish but not quite super red, and doing like green tone lips because olive green lips is a surprisingly good look. So anyway, I'll just get started. Okay, so I hope you're not hearing too much background noise because as usual there's like just stuff going on in the out of doors outside my house. But I'm gonna start off with my brows. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the shade dark brown, and I'm using an IT Cosmetics or Ulta brush that doesn't have a name on the actual brush, but it's their little angled linery type brush. I just use it for my brows because I don't really use like gel eyeliner anymore. I remember when I first started my channel, I used gel eyeliner like all the time, no matter like how it creased in my eyes, and that was my main issue with gel liner. Like, most people will say that gel liner stays on really well and it's really easy to work with, and it is easy to work with. I just, you know, I'm not digging it too much. It's easy to work with, but since my lids are oily AF, it just like gets literally everywhere, like all the way up into the crease of my eye. That is not the liner look that I'm going for literally ever. Anyway, on the subject of brows, I really love this. Like, it's my holy grail at this point now, because I don't like a pencil too much because that's just like so much work when your brows are already pretty thick, but I don't want to use something like a little brush-in type thing. Like, I did like the Essence Make Me Brow, but it didn't quite provide the amount of definition that I wanted, whereas this is like a really nice in between. Like, it's super easy to use and it gives me like kind of Instagram brows. I don't know if I can truly pull off the Instagram brows trend, but it definitely gives me like a very defined angle and all that. I also feel as though my bangs are so long that I could probably literally avoid doing my brows completely and like nobody would notice. I gots to do it. I gotta do it for y'all. That looks evenish. I don't have a technique to doing my brows. A lot of people do, but it's just not for me. I was also planning on being like really chatty throughout this whole video, and now I can't think of a single thing to say. So for this look, I was like really inspired by cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna use my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and use all of like the nice reddy purpley pinky cranberry shades. So I'm going to apply my NYX HD eyeshadow base stuff because I literally just like don't have any other eyeshadow primer right now. So finals are becoming a thing in my life right now. Like, I mean, they're inevitable because I am in grad school, but they're definitely becoming a thing. I'm gonna just give myself a little like transition shade with raw sienna right there. Although weirdly enough, I'm not feeling as stressed as I always did during my undergrad, and I find that extremely weird because I feel as though like I'm supposed to be doing like more work and being more freaked out than in undergrad, but I'm literally just having such an easy time with it. I have like a lesson plan due for one class and a paper due for another, and then another paper, and then like that's literally it for me right now, and I have outlines for almost everything that I need to do. So I don't know, I feel like I should be freaking out more, but I'm really not. So I'm going to take a combination of red ochre and Venetian red and use that in my crease as kind of the cranberry-y shade. I don't know if you hear that like beep 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 backing up type of noise, and I feel like I make comments like this in like every video, but that's literally just how it is in my life every day outside my window. So that's just how it is. But yeah, I actually, for a final project, I did a worship service in the chapel and it went so well. It was for my Topics in Womanist Studies class, and I'm very happy with it. I was like nervous the entire time that it was happening, but looking back, it went so well. On the lid, I think I'm gonna take Primavera right there. Pardon my nails because they're looking awful. I've been meaning to do my nails for like the last week and I just haven't. But yeah, my worship service went really, really well. I used like Audre Lorde's Litany for Survival as like a reading there, and I'm just really, really happy. We had done like a ritual because I didn't want to like preach, not because I'm not okay with preaching, because I very much am. That's like kind of what I'm in school to do, but it was more that I do not feel as though my voice would adequately benefit the conversation. So I decided instead we would do a ritual where basically I had people preach to each other, like to your neighbor, and talk to them about like what's going on in your life. I was using the quote, "Where does it hurt?" from Ruby Sales, which you should really like go listen to her interview with Krista Tippett on Being. I'll link that down below because that was like a huge resource for me. And I'm gonna use tempera on my brow bone. Also, look at that pan. So I asked like people to turn to each other and be like, where does it hurt? And there was so much preaching to one another going on. And then I had everybody like write something down on dissolvable paper that they wanted to like let go of in the next month. And then I had like a couple basins of water in the middle because we were like sitting in a circle. Everybody came up and dropped their slip of paper in the water and it like dissolved in the water, and it was so cool. And I thought that was just such a good ritual and it was just a fun old time. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to foundation before I finish up the eye look, just so that I can do like the under eye stuff without fear of like canceling it out with foundation or all of that awkward stuff. So I'm taking the NYX Angel Veil Primer and I'm applying that all over my face. Now it's winter, so this doesn't work quite as well for my combo to oily skin because my skin is more on the combination side right now. So I'm gonna show y'all a little trick that I do to make it a little less drying on my skin, because this works great for me during like all of the other seasons, but it's, you know, it makes my skin a little too dry. So before I put on like any of my concealer or color correcting or foundation, I actually use this NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, and I just spray that on my face before because that really helps give me more hydration. And it doesn't have to be like super anything, just make sure that it gets all over where you want your base to be, and it really helps provide some hydration. And I'm just gonna let that sink into my face just a little bit. Okay, so now that that's sunk into my skin, I'm going to use this e.l.f. color corrector in Corrective Yellow. It's just their little creamy concealer. It's $1. And I don't know why nobody else is talking about this, because to me it is just such a good little color corrector, and it costs like almost no dollars. I mean one, but that's just a whole $1, and that's not a lot. I know that people normally use peach under the eyes, but I find that yellow for me works just as well. So for my foundation, I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation in the shade Fair, and I'm going to apply that using a damp Real Technique sponge. And I start from the center of my face and work it out, just because that is what kind of provides the most natural finish. I know I don't go for natural makeup, but you know what I mean. To me, that's what gives the best finish that doesn't look too cakey on one part of the face or the other if it's concentrated more towards the center, and then blend it out. I'm also filming a Get Ready With Me at like almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because that is closer to when my day is actually starting today. I mean, that's a lie because I went to the gym this morning, but other than that, I've kind of just been around here not doing a whole lot. I picked up a friend from work, Starbucks. She gave me a mocha for picking her up. That was fun. But I'm like working the late night shift tonight at the library for study hours for only like 3 hours, but you know, that means that my day starts at this time right now. I mean, hey, I'm probably going to be up late anyway working on homework, or like more likely procrastinating and watching YouTube videos, so I figure why not do all that but in the library at work and just have coverage at the front desk, you know. And for my concealer, I'm going to use my NYX HD Liquid Concealer in the shade Fair, and I'm just putting it under my eyes in the triangle-y shape, not quite as like coveragey as a lot of other people will do, but, and it's funny how like this foundation and concealer are both called Fair, but they're from different brands, so like the concealer is still like lighter than the foundation, you know? I don't know, it's not funny, but it's like, it's a thing that exists. And to set my under eyes, I'm going to use a dry Real Technique sponge and my Kat Von D brightening powder in Petal. This is like one of my favorite discoveries of 2017, just that powder. It is so finely milled and so nice without it being like super cakey or drying or feeling like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of powders feel weird and synthetic and this really doesn't. So I just kind of press it in under my eyes and I'll put a little bit of like the extra along my nose, but that's really all I need. It does get a lot on my shirt, but that's just a thing, especially when you wear a lot of black like I do. So back to the eyes. I'm going to take, again, the same combo of red ochre and Venetian red, and I'm just going to use kind of a flat, fluffy brush, if that makes sense, to put it under my eyes and give like that nice diffused look. I also realize that it's weird getting into the nose creases. Why can't foundation just naturally do that? I would say that probably foundation is like my least favorite part of doing my makeup because like, why can't my skin just be perfect already? And I'm going to put Vermeer on my inner corner to finish off the eyeshadow part of my eyes. So I haven't done like eyeliner on any of the looks that I've done on my channel in a while, so I'm going to just do some wing liner with this. I feel as though that works really well. I'm using, of course, my Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper because I never use anything else. I feel like for me that's like concealer and brow stuff for me where I really don't need to change it up too much. Like once I found my thing, I found my thing. Of course, like if I want to get it in a color that isn't black, of course I'll need that. I also shouldn't talk while I'm doing my eyeliner, so I'm just gonna shut up real quick. I feel like this is not my best eyeliner job that I've ever done, but it's on my face now, so. And I'm not going to the effort of taking it off. So now I'm gonna curl my lashes using my Ardell eyelash curler. Also, like, my hands are shaky because I like actually had like a pretty big Starbucks mocha today when I picked my friend up. So that's like a thing. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Perversion mascara to finish off my eyes. I think I could look good with some false lashes, but I don't want to put in the effort to do that, so I'm just gonna not. So for my contour, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I'm going to take a combination of the lighter two shades here and just use that for my cheekbones. I'm also like messaging my girlfriend at the same time because it's the holidays, you want to be with your girlfriend and not doing finals. I'm also starting to wonder if this foundation might be getting too dark for my pale self during the winter, in which case this defeats the entire purpose of me wanting to get a new foundation. But now for my bronzer, I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer with my little Black Heart Beauty Skull Kabuki brush, which is super cute. And I always must show it off in like literally every tutorial I ever do. I don't know, I think you can probably skip the bronzer during the winter, but I don't know, that's just me, because especially if you want to wear like a blush or whatever, you know, for me it's become so ingrained as a part of my routine that I kind of don't want to give it up and just do like my natural full, not natural, wow, but like natural for me, like full face that I don't leave the house without ever. And for my highlight, I'm going to use my Model Zone highlighter in Golden Sand. Okay. You think I would have used this one enough on my channel that I wouldn't have to like look back, you know, but I do. And I'm actually going to highlight above my brows. And let me just see if I can make my cheekbones visible from space. This is such a good highlighting brush, guys. This is like my ride or die little highlighting brush. It's just like the perfect size and it picks up so much product and is wonderfully blendable and just all the good things. And for my blush, I'm going to use my Milani Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. I feel like that goes with the eye part of this look really, really nicely. And so I know what lipstick I want to use. It's a Makeup Monsters liquid lipstick in Juniper, just because I feel like having like a green lipstick with like a reddish cranberry-ish shade for my eyes makes it like extra festive. But I also just want to show off the fact that I got my Cyber Monday order of Makeup Monsters liquid lipsticks in the mail today, and I'm gonna be like trying these out all weekend. I specifically ordered Luna, which is this shade because that's my cat's name, and I want to take a cute picture of me wearing the lipstick shade Luna and like holding my cat Luna, and I think that'll be super cute. Also, it's like a color that I would wear just like in general, but you know, it's my cat. my wonderful, adorable little cat. These two other shades are really great. I got Wipeout and Hook, Line, and Sinker, and my girlfriend convinced me to get this shade because I don't normally wear a lot of pinks, but I think maybe this is something that I could work into my everyday makeup and just like try something new. But anyway, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to go in with Juniper, and we'll have, you know, just like a fun little cranberry Christmassy holiday festive situation going on right here. This goes on so nicely, guys. Also, this is a lipstick shade that I wear surprisingly a lot because I was even worried that I wouldn't be able to like pull it off at all, but this is such like a fun shade. And the formula of these lipsticks is just so wonderful. That's why I ordered like 3 more. Like, I want all of the lipsticks in the collection, but I recognize that that's like a lot of money, so I'll just build up my collection one by one, or like 3 by 3, because you buy 3 and get like free shipping, because that's important to me, is getting free shipping. So this is my finished look. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you on my next video. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!